Hello, we are Craig and Janice, and welcome back to another edition of Cruising Off Duty. As you know, if you've been following along, we're at the Annapolis Sailboat Show, checking out catamarans. This is our 9th episode of the series, where we're comparing catamarans. If you haven't seen the whole series, I've got a playlist at the top to get you right back to the beginning. But just so you know, we've seen all the lagoons, Fontaine-Pajots, leopards, and a bunch of other production cats, as well as one of the boutique or custom catamaran companies. And that boat was our favorite, and it was called the Xquisite X5. If you haven't seen that episode, go back and check it out. Once you see it, you'll know why it made it to the top of our list. In this episode, we're about to show you the Royal Cape Catamaran's Majestic 530, which is a 53-foot boat. And man, is it pretty inside. It comes packed with so many extras and features that no other boat gives you, such as a scuba compressor included, that it may just jump to the top of the list. You'll have to watch this episode to find out. Okay, this is Allie. She's actually the present owner of this Majestic 530. She's going to do a tour of this boat and show us all the features.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you, Allie.
So I'm standing on what is currently a boarding platform. However, there's davits that go in, and this is where we store the dinghy, so it's also dinghy storage. It will lower all the way into the water, so it's a dive platform, swim platform, and then raises up and secures in for the dinghy when you're underway.
That's excellent. Yeah. And then this awesome fish station and barbecue.
Yep, also known as a braai in South Africa.
A braai, okay.
These are the whole boat they can customize to your desires. Some people have put bait stations in, live wells, dive tanks, that sort of thing. So just whatever you need out here. It's a very nice big open space.
Yeah, big barbecue. And you have a little sink here.
There's hot and cold showers. Pull those out to rinse down out here.
On either side, okay. Hot and cold shower on either side.
I guess we should also say this is a 53-foot boat,
right.
28-foot beam, about a 4-foot draft. So it can go a lot of places.
Yeah.
Almost perfect.
For such a big boat, that's not too bad of a draft. Yeah.
There's twin 80 horsepower Yanmar engines on this that are fly-by-wire. There's also a dive compressor, and out here, so you don't have to go into the engine bay, is a
and your access to your compressor is there.
Yep, and so you can fill the tanks from up here and don't have to go to the...
And we mentioned this before, you have a fish station on your model, but you could have that changed to be where there's dive tanks stored there, right? Yeah. That's awesome.
Another thing to mention are the rails.
Yeah.
Stainless rails, very sturdy. A lot of the boats just have the lifelines.
Yeah, like if you look at the boat over there, they have lifelines, and this is
a
solid stainless steel bars, which is a nice feature.
And then the boarding gates on either side.
Yeah.
Yep, while we're up here at the helm, all of the lines come to one side, and there are electric winches. There's a bow thruster and an in-boom furling, so it's very easy for two people to utilize the boat. Just two people. All the electronics, everything pretty much comes on this boat the way they price it. Yeah. It's not a start here and add-on, it's a fully included
That's
package.
Good.
Yep.
Makes it easy to know what you're getting into. And the hard dodger is a nice feature because not too many boats have the hard dodger.
Yeah. I love the hard dodger.
And yet you can open it so you can get airflow if it's really hot.
You can.
So that's nice.
There's full enclosures that drop down. It's very nice. It's so tall. It's not at all claustrophobic. Has about for either screens or glass or what have you, so you can keep it fully enclosed if you wanted the privacy.
Right. That's excellent. Really wide decks.
Very wide decks, and they're very between this. Feels very safe when you're walking. Yep.
Yeah.
It's not. Some of them are very sloped too, so we really like that it's flat.
And I noticed the size of these shrouds are huge.
Yeah.
Like, oh my goodness.
Actually, they were telling us that in one of the marinas through, I think it was Maria, there were 3 boats there. One was a Royal Cat, and I don't know what the other 2 were, but the other 2 sank in the Royal Cat state.
Yeah, and he kept his mast from what I heard too.
Yes, he kept everything.
Most of the cats in the hurricane lost their masts.
Yeah, and I mean, you can't say it's just because
but having heavier duty
it's very, very stable
rigging.
Yeah.
And it it's a nice wide, heavy boat, so it didn't flip over or do anything crazy.
And I guess that's something I should mention. This is not, you're not going to fly a hull on this boat. This is it's a very good cruising boat. It goes, 8 to 10 knots. You can push it further than that, but I mean on average. But if you're wanting a very fast performance boat, this is probably not the right one.
No, we're all about creature comforts.
Okay. This is a screecher, and you could also get a spinnaker
included.
For the screecher. Has an in-boom furling. I think I might have mentioned that.
Yeah, so in-boom furling. Yeah.
Oh, it has a 12-person light raft.
Included?
Included. The other thing that's really nice about this boat is all the ventilation. So you'll notice the many hatches, and the airflow is just fabulous through here.
So all the way down here, you got 4 hatches, 2 more on the deck here, 4 more up there, and 2 more up there.
And then those will open into the
hard Dodger open. So this is what you need if you're in the Caribbean.
Very nice windlass is underneath here, so you're not messing with that, but you can get to the chain and
storage
stuff
is here.
for right here. You have big storage right here as well for
fenders and whatever else.
Yeah.
Nice big. We call them the princess seats. Janice loves. Janice and her 2 girlfriends called them the princess seats, and they're huge.
They're very nice.
Which is nice. So you're not sitting on one bum cheek.
And I think on some boats they have made them. They've had a request to make them even larger, so they can work.
You can make a bigger seat. You got a lot of room.
Yep.
Oh, we should mention the solar panels.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
So up on top, these solar panels slide out, and there's 2 that are permanently there.
There's 4 that are permanently there.
2 on each side that are permanently there, and then 2 more underneath that slide out. And you're saying in amps you did it.
300 amps.
300 amps, and we don't know in watts, right?
Each one. No,
it's like 2,000 or something crazy. I remember Ken told us last year. But that's included. So that's a lot of solar that's included in the price.
And when you're slid out, they also serve for providing shade.
Right. So you got a little extra shade into them.
Feature there.
Nice. Yeah. That's something that most boats don't come included, so I thought we should mention that.
So here's just another nice place to sit and observe.
Be a co-pilot.
Yell at the person captaining. The screecher is operated over here from this winch.
So this winch is for the screecher. Excellent. Okay.
If you look down into the cockpit, underneath this cockpit table is a chest freezer.
The top opens?
It does. It's on hydraulic, so very easy to open.
It's a big chest freezer.
Yeah, and in that cabinet is a washer-dryer combo.
Okay.
That one's storage. Right over there is an outside refrigerator, and right opposite is an ice maker.
Okay, we'll go down. So we're going to show the storage under here that she mentioned from up above. We got
here is the
washer-dryer combo.
Correct. And here is a storage cabinet, cleaning products, whatever.
For all your cleaners?
Or you could put a blender in there, which was originally my idea until it got turned into my husband's storage cabinet.
And then on this side, is that a freezer or a fridge?
That is a refrigerator.
Refrigerator?
With drinks.
Yep. Yes. Okay, so you got an outside fridge, and then this is
outside ice maker.
Ice maker.
Yep.
That's nice. And then galley. That's nice.
Yeah, this particular setup is an island galley, but they also have made them in a U shape up there or a horseshoe shape.
No, Janice loves the island.
Yeah. And then this table opens fully out.
Oh, and pivots.
Yeah, it's a really large table.
Wow. So you can make it into a square.
Yep, it will lower down to a coffee table height when it's folded back up. There's just storage everywhere. I mean,
storage under this square seat.
Everywhere you look, there's.
And then nice leather couches.
And then this one has a dishwasher, but that's optional if you didn't want to.
It's included in the price. Well, we'll take it.
If you a convection microwave, another refrigerator, a freezer. These are propane.
Okay. So you have an oven and a convection.
Yes, and a microwave.
Okay. So. And then, sorry, this is a freezer, you said?
This one's a freezer.
That one's a freezer.
Fridge.
Okay. And this one's another fridge. Okay. And then a nice little glass storage up here for your glasses. That's nice.
There's a light in there, so you can bring that on at night.
You have double sinks here.
Sinks. That was just a smaller for vegetables or what have you.
And then you got 2 full-size sinks on either side. Oh, and that's a nice. That's got some heft to it, doesn't it? Yeah, that's not plastic. It's nice.
As long as we're up here and can get to it, I'll show you. It comes with all of the cutlery or
And
crockery.
included that. I remember Kid mentioned that last
season. And
season.
it's cut out so it holds it. So when you're under wet,
check that out. Yeah, the glasses are.
Yeah, so you go pick out what you want, and then they'll fit it in here and secure it.
That's nice.
As part of the build, you go over and they take you shopping and pick out your cushions and your colors and your. It's you know.
Like
silverware, yeah. So
semi-custom.
And then you got your nav station there.
Nav station here, so you can operate it from in here.
Recessed
They
lights.
all come with the thing that you can pull the screen, or you can make it dark.
Okay, so it's either like a bug netting or darkened out.
Right. And then there's a TV in the salon, and in every cabin there's a TV and a Fusion or a DVD.
Okay, cool. So we'll go check this side out, pick whatever room's not being used. You're about to see why Janice loves this boat so much. The wood is impressive.
Port aft.
You always love the wood in this thing.
Yeah, this one is taller because it has a generator under it.
Right, so this is the
It's a
extra.
12 kilowatt generator.
So I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but this bed's taller than you would normally see.
Yeah, and we have a stool over there for it, but the
Yeah.
generator comes fully enclosed in a
And
sound.
it opens
thing.
hydraulically?
It's a hydraulic.
Yeah.
Hydraulic lift.
Let me back up here.
Really nice feature are the glass
I like
doors.
the pretty
Yeah.
Janice loves
seashell.
that.
I like this. I've always loved this.
You can pick what you would like on this, or if you don't want to design and you just want it with this on it.
Yeah.
Or you could have wood if you just really didn't want the glass.
Okay.
So, and then
Oh,
inside.
and then there's another glass one. So Janice loves. Come on around, Jen. So you can be the Vanna White as well and show off the bathroom.
Oh yes, and the
So you got a really big separate shower.
I love the tile
it's really
floor.
big.
Yeah, the tile floors are gorgeous. So.
Yeah, we've always loved the interior of the Majestic.
pretty.
Oh, and then there's, like you mentioned, every room has a TV. There's your TV for this room. And it's nice to, like I mentioned it before, but a lot of times you see showboats and they have all the stuff in here, but then you realize none of it's standard.
No, and it has
Because-
cabinetry on either side of this
Yeah, so the
stuff.
cabinets on both sides, which this room would be even bigger if they did what some boat builders do and put no cabinets on the side of the beds, that just to make the room look larger.
Yeah, and they
I
all
prefer
come
cabinets.
with fans, even though there's air conditioning throughout, ducted air conditioning. There's also fans because there's a lot of time you don't need the air conditioner, or don't want to run, the generator, or whatever, but it's very comfortable with all the port lights.
Yeah, for sure. Now we're going to the bigger
We are
cabin back
going
here.
into the owner's cabin.
This is the owner's cabin? Okay.
And again, they're very customizable, so they will do whatever you would like. We happen to want a desk over here and a settee over here, although you could flip it. You could say, I don't have a need for a desk. There's no way I'm working when I'm on board. You could make it extra storage. You could make it a pantry. You know, your mind's the limit. They will not move the bulkheads, obviously, but other than that, they're very accommodating with working with owners on what do you need for your lifestyle. Tons of locker storage. If you look up here, literally, we have a list of what's where because there's just a ton.
So many, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's even
You got so much
in the
storage.
steps.
You got to name the storage units.
I'm 5'3", so you can see how high the ceilings are. I barely have to duck on the top step, so very tall, very again.
I love that.
Coming
that's
through.
beautiful.
Square mattress.
Yeah, it's a king size. This one is.
That's a king? Oh,
That is a
nice.
king.
Okay. And then there's Korean countertops. I notice all over the place.
Yeah.
Everywhere you
I love
turn,
that.
it's these not just plastic, or it's actually nice, some solid stuff. Your entertainment system.
And then in the head here, they could also put a bathtub if you didn't want the shower. I call this the mermaid hatch. It's obviously for safety, but it's a fabulous place to watch the dolphins if they're on the bow. Yeah, it's really nice. And when you're not underway, having it open and the ventilation is fabulous. Again, another mermaid.
Oh yeah, you got a mermaid behind your sink here too.
The mermaid themed bathroom.
Yeah,
So.
that's awesome.
Oh, I love this. Pretty backsplash.
Yeah, it's very nice. And again, all the bathrooms have this. What did you call it? Travertine or tile or something like that?
Yeah, it's stone, but I'm not
I
sure.
think it
what
is travertine, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And this nice touch. James knew that I liked blue and whatever, so I just said, make it pretty, and he did. So he came up with that on his own. So very nice. Yep.
Excellent. And so this is the owner's side, so the other side has got the 3 smaller cabins, is that how it works?
Right.
Yes,
But
okay.
you can, again, you
Do
could,
a
if
double
you wanted
owners?
it, you could do a double owners. You
Right.
could do one of them that they're building right now. The couple has 4 small, well, they're not small, 4 girls, and they're making it more of a dorm style. And so I'm real anxious to see that one.
So there'd be 4 cabins on that side, is that what they're thinking?
No, I don't think it's 4. I think it's more like their shared bathroom and the study areas and bunks. And I'm really not sure what it's going to look like. I can't
interesting.
see it. Yeah, but it's what that person wanted and worked for their family.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Janice and I were thinking we would, if we were buying new and we could make that decision, we would do the double owners.
Yeah.
You don't need 5 cabins, but 4 cabins would be really nice.
At some point, there may be too many people, right?
Yeah. It's like, I don't know if we need it.
Yeah.
Because we'll sleep in the same cabin, so that's only one of the 5. So behind here is this really amazing electronics thing, control center. All your instrument gauges are duplicated here that were on the captain's area. That's nice.
And so if you want to step down this way into the aft.
Okay.
Very similar to the other side, but remember we had the taller bed.
Right.
So
This one's
shorter
lower.
bed. Yep. There's a water maker under here, but you can get to. You don't have to lift the bed to get to it. The controls are inside and outside. So
Oh, okay.
you can do that. Another beautiful bathroom.
Yes, very nice.
Head.
Yeah, there's no tiny bathrooms in this.
No, there's really not.
So
And
many
again,
bows.
like this stonework around the mirror. It's just really cool little touches that they do that makes it
Makes it feel
your own and makes
like
it
a home,
Yep.
not a charter boat.
And again, just tons and tons and tons of storage. These are extremely deep. They go all the way back.
Yeah, here's
A lot of room. Yeah.
I like this room though.
You know what? A lot of people love this room. It's like the treehouse room or something.
Yeah. Kids will
Yeah, a
love
lot
this.
of kids like it, but it's funny adults like it too. So
So let me just zip up here. So you can see this is a kind of a midship cabin. Like it's not in the bow and it's not in the stern. It's sort of halfway.
that is what it is, the midship cabin. But again, another huge shower.
Oh my goodness! For what would be this one of the guest, definitely a guest room. This is a big shower and a big
So
big head.
lots of room. Nice.
Behind me here,
Show you
nice stand-up full length mirror.
locker in here.
Yep.
So,
Well, that is nice. And of course, you got a really big hatch on top for ventilation.
and so then there's one forward, and then there's lockers forward, lockers on the side.
It's really bright in here. I mean, for a midship cabin, you'd think you'd be under the deck and it'd be really dark.
Right.
That's
Now I'm going to point this space out to you. On this particular boat, the head I'm getting ready to show you does not have a separate shower, but if you wanted one,
They
you
would just
could
make the
give
wall
up
straight.
that,
Sorry,
yeah,
the
give
wall
up
straight
that
right here.
space. And,
Okay, good to know.
Since
So
this one had 5 cabins, our thought was you're probably going to want one. You probably wouldn't have all of them full at once, and
No.
you want one for storage and stuff,
Yeah.
but just in case. So that's why we opted for that. But
Okay. It's good to know though. Like it's very customizable.
yeah.
So this is the more traditional catamarans. A lot of them. This is the way that all the bathrooms are. It's like
Right.
everything is like in one, and you shower over your head. That's good.
This is another big bed up here. I think this one takes queen sheets because it's wider at the
Mm-hmm.
at the base, but it's still very
But considering this is
accommodating at the-
your bow
right. Yeah.
bunk,
This is the
this is
V-berth,
actually
I guess.
yeah. Usually on most boats it's a pure triangle
Yeah,
bed. Like
yeah.
you don't even get a full bed.
So it's nice, and there's storage.
There's storage in behind your
behind
headboard
there,
there.
and over on the side.
Yeah.
Another TV. Obviously
Love this boat.
ventilation.
This has always been near the top of our list every year, and it's mostly because the interior blows us away. So,
Well, the headroom is just amazing.
Yeah, I don't have to duck.
A guy came in just a little bit ago, and he's 6'5", and I only saw him duck a couple of times.
Yeah.
So I don't. How tall are you?
5'9".
Yeah, you're pretty tall.
Yeah. So he's 6.
I'm 6, and I haven't had to duck yet.
No.
Yeah. That's nice.
There's multiple options on the colors of the wood and the flooring
Okay.
and the corian and the leather and all of the above.
So you can go darker wood than this if you
go
wanted to.
darker
Okay.
and even gray, that's more modern looking. I think the one that I was mentioning earlier that they're building is the owner wanted it a more modern look. So this guy James over here, who actually builds them, is a creative genius, and he
There's James.
figure out.
So you're sort of the designer once you get an order?
Yeah, I'm the one stuck in the factory busy building it. So.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Good to know. If we buy one, we'll be dealing with you a lot. There you go. Okay. So
Well, now there's plenty of room to show you
Oh.
everything outside.
Oh yeah, maybe the chest freezer. Let's show that. So the chest freezer that we were talking about from above, this is where it hydraulically lifts up.
Yep.
Table, and underneath, there you go. You have a chest freezer. You can definitely get right in there and work on your boat. So these are 80?
These are turbocharged 80 Yanmar sail drives.
Excellent. Yeah, it's nice to be able to have room to work.
Yeah, everything from here back, you can actually see good from up there, but everything from here back is all storage.
All
both
storage.
sides.
All right, Ken here is
Yeah.
the builder. He knows some specs on the some of the
electrical
electronics.
system.
Yes.
Yeah.
So mention that 120, 240 first.
What we've done is we've designed it so that it is totally flexible, 120, 240, and we have a 24 volt battery system, so that one is totally unaffected by where you are in the world,
Right.
in terms of the power supply.
Right.
And we actually also have, so you can run 60 hertz or 50 hertz, and 120 and 240.
Right. So either North American or European
That's right.
voltage systems are both just plug in and go.
Yes.
Right.
And the battery bank, we've got 1400 amp hours of battery capacity.
1400.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the solar panels, I'm not sure.
She mentioned
whether that's
2,000
been mentioned,
watts.
2,000 watts. of
And she said
battery.
300 amps or something like that.
The amp draw per day, you probably, if you had running everything here, you'd be looking at about 200, 240. But the actual amp hour battery capacity is 1,400.
That's good.
If you go to the 24 volt, it's lower, but it actually extends for longer.
Right. Okay. Well, it's all good to know. All right. Well, thank you very much, Ken.
It's a pleasure.
All
Nice
right.
seeing you guys again.
All right.
Okay.
See you maybe
Cheers,
at the
Jen.
next
Yeah.
at the next show.
Yeah.
Bye. Okay, we're back, and we just got off the Majestic 530, which every year we love. So tell them what we like about it.
Everything.
Yeah, there's not much to dislike. So
Yeah,
for
there's nothing to just like. It has everything. It's beautiful.
yeah,
Oh my goodness, it's so pretty and it's so comfortable.
so it's under $1 million. He said there's boat
All
show
included.
special $945, which is, I know a lot of people are like that's a ton of money, but every catamaran is pretty much $1 million.
To get what that you're getting with that boat, you're paying
Yeah.
more than $1 million if you get that stuff on a lagoon or any other.
I think I heard a lagoon
manufacturer.
salesman telling somebody while we were filming that the Lagoon 52, which is a very big boat, I mean really big, and I was thinking it's too big, but now we're looking at a Majestic 53, which is even bigger. She said, what would this boat cost me? And he said, well, fully kitted out, I'm assuming he means with a water maker and all that, it would be about $1.4 million. So when Majestic 530, Ken there said everything is included. We're talking compressor for the scuba tanks, a lot of solar, like
washer, dryer,
2,000 watts.
dishwasher, air conditioning, water maker.
I mean everything.
Your
Even your dishes and your silverware.
yeah.
I mean, like you name it. If a boat could have it, it's included.
Yes.
And it's still under $1 million. And it's a big boat.
It's so pretty. The rooms are gorgeous.
Yeah,
Everything
lots
about
of
it is so pretty.
beautiful wood. It's at the top of our list, I think, right now. If we had $1 million,
Yeah, like I mean, we love the Xquisite as well for different reasons, like the technology of it, and the modern, like all aspects of it, all the how easy to control it is. The ropes go under, are not exposed, and anyways, it had either one of those boats are very maybe
they're
the top
both,
or the top.
They're both 1A and 1B or whatever. One's more modern. But it's a little smaller. It's a 50 instead of a 53, but it's more modern, and you run everything with a iPad.
Yeah, it has a water catchment system. Like it has all this new innovation to it.
Yeah, very new innovation.
Yeah.
The Majestic 530 feels like the hull design's probably been around for a while. It's not super modern, but it's got a lot of
Beautiful, which I like.
beautiful.
Like that. The modern stuff with the absolutely artificial wood is not even resembling wood. I don't like that. That's modern. Okay, that's not my thing.
That's the Lagoons, the Leopards, and the Fontaine-Bajots. They've gone like that. They're either fiberglass or the really cheap IKEA Bristol board type of wood. So But anyways, the reason we keep leaning towards we're going to get a Lagoon or we're going to get this is because we're probably going to buy used.
And we don't think there'll be availability in the stuff that we would really prefer to have. You know,
when Xquisite only makes 4 boats a year, or Majestic only makes 5 or whatever.
St. Francis 50 is up there.
Yeah, it's like 4 or 5 boats a
they
year.
Just produce in the nice stuff. Like those are 4 that are. Wow,
nice.
if we could get our hands on one of those and afford it.
Yeah.
Yes, please. But
problem is they make 4 boats a year. So what are the chances there's going to be 1 or 2 used boats on the market when we're looking? So we're thinking, man, there may never be a used boat, and even if there is one, maybe the person asks some crazy ridiculous price. So long and short, we kind of keep going, well, let's be realistic. For used, we'll probably have to get a Lagoon or something.
Out of the Russian boats, that's probably the only one I would.
But now we've got about 3 boats, that the Xquisite, the Majestic, and maybe the Niza.
St. Francis.
St. Francis.
St. Francis Exquisite.
They're all very nice.
Majestic.
So if one of those were used at a good price, we'd probably do that.
We would.
All right. So hopefully you enjoyed that episode on the Majestic 530. If so, give the video a thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe, because we're going to be covering more boats. That's usually I tell you to tell them to do that.
You already did my job.
Yay. So yeah, that's it for this episode. Until next one, this is Craig and Janice signing off, wishing you safe cruising. Hopefully you enjoyed that very detailed tour of the Majestic 530, followed by our personal thoughts on that boat and a few others that we've seen at the show. We still probably can't afford the ones we really like, but it's giving us some options. So stay tuned for the next episodes where we're going to go through an Outremer, which is the same make as what Sailing Liveaboard has. Ooh la la. And then we're going to go through an Antares 44, which is a very popular boat with liveaboard cruisers. Until next time, this is Craig and Janice wishing you safe cruising.